Think we'll catch it this time?
Probably.
I've got it.
Oh,
Thanks.
What are you guys doing?
Hey, slow fall.
Soft landing.
Hey, pal, been expecting you.
Who are you?
You know, the guys up there really aren't that bad. You should give them a chance, man.
My head's a blur, but sure.
Alright, well, first we gotta go up. And then I just took them away, you know?
It is as I foretold, the claws of Wolverine. Now I must warn you, there are two after this.
I think your friend might be crazy. Someone get me out of here.
Hit it.
Fire. Master. 27. Welcome back, Mini Masters, and for today's video, we're gonna build ourselves a third hand. Not a third arm, but a third hand. What kind of hand? Boom! Wolverine's Adamantium Claws by X-Men, or from X-Men 97. Woo! Remember that show? You know, the show where like that one guy dies by like exploding? No, not that one. The other one. Anyway, set 76250. 596 pieces. 18 and up again, but you know, we've already built like all these guys and they're all 18 and up. I mean, there's Star-Lord somewhere in there. But yeah, we'll be fine. Boom! Here's a different version, or a different angle. You can see we can move his little fingers. I'm assuming the adamantium claws are not going to be movable, which makes sense. They're claws, they're not supposed to be movable. But boom! We get to see yellow comic panels, and then what are the dimensions? 37 centimeters or 14 and a half inches. But that's, you know, including the claws. So I'm sure the hand is a bit shorter. Ooh. It's very yellow. Obviously, we don't need an introduction to Wolverine. We all know him. We all love him. Well, some of us love him. Unless your name is the Hulk. Or, I don't know, whatever X-Men antagonists there are. Yeah, he came from Marvel Studios and his Lego. And, yeah, it looks cool. It's blue. It has the sheaths that help guide the blade straight so they don't like cut through different parts of his arm. I'm not going to get into anatomy of Wolverine in this video. Let's open this bad boy up. Alright, let's see what's in store. Oh no. What the? Huh. That's the first time there's been like this kind of 2-1 bag setup in a while. But regardless, we have 4 bags on our side and some good old instructions. They're white once again. Oh well. What's in store for us? Instructions, Lego VIP, Wolverine stuff. Here's our plan. We're going to start with the skeleton, then we're going to do this bottom part of the glove, then the sheaths, and then his fingers and metal blade thingies. Alright, let's begin. The earliest memory I have of my Lego storyline is when I just had a whole pile of Legos on the ground. In this pile, I'd say there wasn't really a society. The pile was just pure, unfiltered chaos. It was also equally a harvesting ground. So like, you know, if the characters needed bricks, they could just go to the pile and grab them. This was the case until I, for some reason, decided to just grab all the bricks in the pile and turn them into a wall. Went from a weird pile of chaos to a wall of kind of chaos. In hindsight, I'll say that the wall was dedicated to protecting the figures, because when it became a wall shortly after, there was a brief Minecraft zombie invasion, which, yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but I bring this up because the use of bricks is kind of important. Later on, I eventually use up all the main, you know, like regular old bricks to build a fortress for my minifigures. I haven't really taken any pieces off from that since, so it's been the same the entire time. However, I have touched on this before, but in the beginning, before everything in the main events happened, there were 2 celestial entities. I'll call them the Dark Force and the Light Force. They are 2 polar opposite aspects of energy. Neither good, neither bad. Just dedicated to fighting each other and hopefully destroying the other. Regardless, at some point in time, I don't quite remember how, but both energies were revived and, you know, they were put back together. It was actually the Guardians who first killed these energies, but when they were eventually revived, they took on their original forms once again using the same bricks. Regardless, when they died, their magic, or at the very least their energy, was still present in the bricks. So what the cast did with the remaining parts was just infuse their essence into the fortress. So now it kind of has a magic shield empowered by the combination of both light and dark energy. these bricks of light and dark energy can also be used to amplify a person's magic. And with that, look at this beaut. Oh man, it's so cool. Of course, we have little insignia, Lego X-Men 97, Wolverine. I'm gonna be completely honest. The fingers on this bad boy are extremely long. Look at it. Look at that. That's like almost half the size of the blade. Which I guess that kind of makes sense. They'd want to try and even it out, but that seems abnormally long. The thumb's in a bit of a weird place too, but at the same time that might just be because it's a normal hand this time around and not a glove or a gauntlet, so to speak. Anyway, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The sheaths are pretty well detailed. Overall, it's blue, which, you know, no surprise there. The normal glove's blue. I don't know what you'd expect. Oh, and, come on, give me. Can't do this with one hand. Boom! Look, they're easily detachable, so that's nice. I can kind of stop motion them in and out. Alongside that, they're also, you know, they're pretty bendable. So, oh my god, no. Let's not do that. So, I mean, yeah, you can kind of have it set to where it just opens up unnaturally if you want. But yeah, overall, I really like the set. It's you can see that it kind of shrinks in this little area to, I guess, highlight the wrist. I think is what it's doing. I don't know. Obviously, it's the same amount of mobility as, you know, the regular hand, I guess. You know, you can only move the fingers so much, and you can only wiggle them around so much. And of course, the thumb seems to be the most constrained. Well, unless you count twisting it. We're not going to do that, though. Let's not, shall we? I think that's all I really have left to say. It's. I mean, yeah, it's all pretty self-explanatory. It's a hand. Wolverine's hand. It's cool blades. That's nice. But yeah, I think we're good. I'm assuming I'm still doing the same format. So let's cut to the outro. Leave a like if you liked today's video. Leave a comment if you liked today's video. Most importantly, subscribe. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed me building this old guy. And remember to keep on training.
Escaping gravity, starlight dances in the silver of the night sky. Way above the clouds we will be sailing.